It has finally come time for me to do the recap video of the Blood on the Dance Floor concert that I went to. Finally! No more procrastinating. I'm finally going to do it. And I'm going to start off with I am wearing a Davey Suicide shirt. I don't know how well you can read that. At the bottom it says Davey Suicide, and then underneath it, it says Put Our Trust in Suicide. And with that shirt, I got a, hold on, I Heart Suicide bracelet, and I love it. And then I got a Blood on the Dance Floor tour shirt, and I like it because it's colorful. But, like, Zombie Davi has pink and black hair, and he currently has green hair, so I'm kind of just like, why is his hair pink? Why? But I really like that. And in the other video, my Mono Sucks video, I was talking about, like, how the concert had been, like, really crazy, like, crazier than we thought it was going to be. And, like, don't get me wrong, it was a good time, but it was kind of stressful at the same instance because some unexpected events happened, and it was really ridiculous. But, I already talked in both videos about the trip there, so I'm just gonna talk about what happened after all of that. Like, we got inside, and then we went, and we got into the crowd and everything. Like, everyone's, like, packed in. We're pushing to get to the front. That's what everyone's trying to do. And, like, this, I don't even know who was playing. It was, like, more of a local band, I think. I don't want to, like, misspeak because I could be wrong. And I felt kind of bad because, like, everyone ended up seeing, like, Jay and Davi upstairs. So everyone is, like, turned around screaming instead of, like, paying attention to them. But they were good. They were good. And then, after that, Davey Suicide came on, and it was great. But during their last song, Generation Fuckstar, they were trying to get everyone to start a mosh pit. But everyone was, like, too packed in closely. So, like, the people in the back are pushing everyone in the middle and the front forward. And then, once they stop pushing, everyone starts to go back, and people kept doing that side to side, backwards, forwards, and we were with that little kid Alex, and he's, like, awesome, and he didn't fall down, but me and Ashley ended up getting knocked down, and that was kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. That was crazy. Like, people ask me how the concert was, and I'm like, scary. After that, like, we got out of the crowd, and she's trying to find her phone, and she lost it. Fell out of her pocket, lost it. So she's upset, and, like, she goes and meets Jay, and, like, she tells him what happened. And he's like, well, what do you want me to do about it? And I was kind of just like, oh, wow. Really? Like, I just thought he could have been a little more sympathetic because, like, other people were like, it's probably because, like, he was crowded by people and he's been on tour and blah, 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 because they met him and he's the nicest person in the world, and, well, I can't compare that to anything because I haven't met him before that, so. And then we went, I knew. Trying to think who played after Davey Suicide. I want to say it's a New Year's Day unless they played before him. But Jeffree Star was on stage and we went, no, okay, now I remember. There was like a crowd to go and meet Davi, and me and Ashley were at the back of the crowd, and he is throwing blow pops into the crowd of people, just like chucking them. And we're in the back, so I'm like, probably not going to get one. Oh, well. He throws one, and it comes all the way in the back. Watermelon Charms blow pop. hits me. Just straight up hits me. And I'm like, ow! But I was like, yeah, no one better try and take my blow pop. That came and hit me. And then at this point we were separated from Alex. We didn't know where he was, and then we ended up seeing him, and he was like in front of the crowd, and he ended up meeting Davi, and he got their EP, the Anthem of the Outcasts, and he like passed by us, and he like handed it to me, and he's like, here, this is for you. And I'm like, oh, because that kid's such a sweetheart. He's amazing. And I ended up having Davi sign it. Don't know if you can see that. And like, we ended up meeting the members of Davy Suicide, and I was standing there talking to the one member, Eric, and he's like, what's your name? And I'm like, Kayla, and he's like, met a lot of Kaylas on this tour. It's my favorite name. I'm like, yeah, but mine's spelled with the C. He's like, and he started telling me, like, back when he was in school, Eric was spelled C, C, K, and K, and his was, like, grammatically correct. He's like, maybe yours is the right spelling of Kayla, and I'm like, oh. He's, like, my favorite. I love him. And then there was Needles, and he plays keyboard, and he has awesome hair, and Davey was really cool. And, like, it was pretty easy to talk to them. They were all down to earth. And then, like, I went and met Davi, and, like, I could barely speak. I fangirled. I was like, can you sign this? And he's like, sure. And I'm like, can I get a picture with you? He's like, of course, hon. No, he was like, of course. What did he call me? Of course, love. And I'm like, oh! And then I was like, I love you! And, like, right before me and Ashley left, he's like, I love you all. I'm like, yes. But, no, after meeting him, I don't care what anyone says, because I don't believe all the accusations that have happened, like, towards him. He is one of the most beautiful people in the entire world. Inside and out, he's amazing. Enough said. And, like, someone took Ashley's phone. They found it, and they texted her mom, and her mom texted back, and, like, they're trying to get her phone back, and it was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous, because they're like, you think someone from Cleveland's hood's going to give your phone back? Well, I just want to point out, if you're so hood, you're not going to be at a Blood on the Dance Floor concert. So quit trying to act tough. Quit trying to act hard, because you're not. You were at a Blood on the Dance Floor concert. And I was like, that's ridiculous. And, like, if they end up seeing this video, you know who you are. You're stupid. You're really, really stupid. And I don't know what game you were trying to play when you're trying to act all tough and everything, because I know for a fact that if you're so hood, you're not going to be there. Because people that are from the hood, they're not going to listen to Davy Suicide, a New Year's Day, Jeffree Star, or Blood on the Dance Floor. I'm pretty sure you're not paying an extra $15 just to go into a bar. Yeah, no. So, and then it was, like, pretty crazy. It was really late when we left, and we didn't get back until, like, after 3. And, but it was a good time, besides her losing her phone and everything. And a lot of the people that I met were pretty cool, so, yay! I'm Corruption, and that was my experience at the Scene is Dead tour. Bye.